Anyway, so yeah, you nerds tell some stories real quick.
I hit one of my friends in the back of the head and became the most popular kid in school for a week.
Some kid in 3rd grade put an apple in the air vent and then he showed on the fucking school for like a few days.
Cockroach was on the stairway in my elementary school.
Dude, there was cockroaches like crawling. There was like a cockroach crawling around the room in like fucking 4th grade. And I remember, like the teacher took like a piece of tape and they just fucking like grabbed it down, and then they gave it to a kid to take down to the nurse's office just so they could tell them what it is. I can imagine the kid who had to fucking carry around a live cockroach on a piece of tape. Like, imagine the threat of it, like, fucking dropping off.
I was in, like, math class in, like, I don't know, like, 1st grade, something like that, taking a test, and then you just hear this fucking loud-ass noise, and this kid shit himself.
What kind of noise was it? Can you recreate it for us?
Like 2 seconds, I can recreate it.
Dude, I remember angering the shit out of my mom when I was younger by just making loud fart noises in my room with my brother. That shit was great.
It was like fucking 4th grade. I was at lunch. So we had lunch inside. We all get lunch. I bring lunch from home. This one girl gets lunch, and as soon as she sits down on the table, cockroach comes right fucking out, its tongue on her goddamn arm, and going for her face. She starts fucking running and screaming. She fucking jumped onto the table and went face first into the fucking ground. 2 years ago, I chipped one of my friend's teeth because he was standing right next to me while I was exercising, and so it just like fucking went to the bottom of his jaw, and God, he just bit so fucking hard, like upwards, it just broke one of his teeth.
So I remember, like, okay, so like when I was in 7th grade, we had this like we had swim classes. They don't have them at school anymore, and like we had these like pair of jeans, and basically we were using to practice like floating. You could use the floating. This kid fucking put on the jeans and just ran out of the classroom.
The school that I'm at, they got rid of the pool and put a farm there. They put dirt in a pool and said, "Okay, this is a farm now." They don't even use it.
So it was 4th grade. Walking into the classrooms after coming down from like recess, and this kid had a fucking apple, and he just chucked it at one of the other teachers, and it just hit the teacher's head and did like a bonk, and then the apple exploded.
A couple years ago, there was a pedophile substituting for a teacher.
Wait, me? Oh wait, no.
Wait, me? Wait, me?
I was like, me.
No, but seriously, there was a 2nd grade substitute who was a fucking pedophile, and he looked like one too. I want to see a video called Yoshi comes out of the shadows and snaps your neck with his tongue.
I was in the anime room and we found someone's Chromebook and it was already logged in. So he searched up like gay furry porn and then he unenrolled it from all the classes and deleted all the files, and that was so much fucking trouble.
Dude, I remember one time I left my Chromebook in fucking my English class, and I remember going in there, and I remember he was using my Chromebook, and that gave me a fucking fright, dude.
It was like 6th grade. Some kid put a hoodie in one of like the lockers in the locker room, and then this kid fucking pissed on the locker.
One of the kids in my school, they like rammed each other into the fucking lockers for a challenge, saying, they said, whoever bleeds first loses. And guess what? They were both named fucking Kyle, and I'm not fucking kidding.
Oh my god.
They were both named fucking Kyle.
My name was Kyle.
7th grade. So basically, I found out how to install apps in the Chromebook. You can install any apps, like the school's spyware could not like close out or see what you're doing. And then I told people in my manager class, and then it spread around the fucking school, and then everybody was just downloading games in the Chromebook, and it was so fucking chaotic. But like on the same day it was patched, they called a meeting down for the entire school, and there was the IT guy, and I was so fucking scared. And then they ended up not doing anything with that. So it's not like they called anyone out, but it would have been so fucking scary.
2 years ago, the high school was going under some construction, and so they got rid of the ceiling and they decided to make it lower, which I thought was a bad idea. And so what they had to do is they had to hang up these like fucking like spikes coming down from the ceiling, like thousands of fucking spikes. And a kid fucking pierced his goddamn thumb.
I was walking down the hall to my classes, and there was this locker that had balloons on it. And as soon as this fucking kid passed by it, the balloon popped, like no one popped it, it just fucking popped on its own. And the kid he, like threw his books everywhere and he just fucking slammed against the fucking wall. It was so
It's like, ain't no fucking balloon gonna get my ass.
okay, so one of my teachers died like last year.
Oh yeah,
cancer.
I remember her.
And then he gave her a call within like fucking like Roblox, and then Gabe brought up the teacher and just said, I'm like, I didn't think about it. I just, oh yeah, she died. And I was so like enthusiastic about it.
Oh, one time I accidentally made fun of a kid with cancer. With brain cancer.
I always have to apologize to people because sometimes we'll fucking be talking about games and they'll randomly go, yeah, my dad died, and I'll just start laughing uncontrollably.
So my father died today. You fucking loser.
Good story. Okay, so once I was playing.
Okay, I'm gonna tell a really fucking long story, but basically I hosted this Minecraft server for some like fucking like ungrateful teenagers. Like these guys were like 16, 17, and then like they play on it and had fun, and I found a fucking vending fishing rod, and then they said I was cheating because I had a vending fishing rod, and they started sending like fucking death threats and shit.
Alright, so I used to be pretty active online on PSN. Couple years back, and there was this one dude. I kid you not, his username was literally your friend 167. And I see your friend 167. He was an asshole. He was not my friend, even though I had him in my friends list. So he would just bitch, moan, whine, complain. He would really threaten to unfriend people if they didn't go his way. If they didn't do things his way. So one time we were playing fucking Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare 2. Fucking shit game now that I look back on it. But and I remember this kid, something wasn't going his way. He started yelling, starting to unfriend everybody, and so we just thought, fuck it, let's go ahead, watch the fireworks. And then he just pretty much just started screaming, and then he left. And then like half a year later, I'm in a PSN party all by myself, and then he joins. We talk a little bit. He still doesn't like me. I still don't like him. He calls me the N-word, hard R version, and leaves. I never talk to him again.
Oh, there was this kid in my school. He recently left. He was so fat he broke a fucking chair.
I once stole a yearbook from a guy in 3rd grade.
Damn, he must have left a real impact.
I remember when I was in 3rd grade. So someone stole like a shitty Pokemon card from me. So I fucking like took an entire binder and just made it all fucking wet, and I just threw it out. I remember that somebody brought in like a bag of fucking water and like they threw it and their kid is perfectly good, and it didn't even like pop, and so basically like it just smacked into their face and made like a loud smacking noise, and then hit the ground and the kid started crying.
I have a story, but it's not from me. It's actually from a very good friend of mine. So he goes to this also a horrible school. He goes to recess. And it was raining outside earlier, and so they all go outside for recess, and this one kid pushes him down into the mud, and then he gets in trouble for getting out of line, though it was the other kid's fault, and gets sent it and says, go, and the teacher says, go back to the fucking room, and he doesn't get to go to fucking recess at all. The teacher's a fucking bitch.
Anyone have any like?
I love how there's no reaction.
Very, very spooky story. So when I was in 5th grade, some kid kept pissing on the fucking toilet paper. And so like you couldn't even use the toilet paper or use the bathroom because you would go there and it would just be fucking drenched with piss.
One time I let some guy borrow a ballpoint pen and he never gave it back.
Some kid snorted a pack of Smarties in like Spanish, and he banged his head on the fucking desk, and his nose started bleeding uncontrollably, and he got some home.
The girl in my school who used to ball up bread and then smear the shit with butter, and she would call it fancy.
I remember once someone threw like a fucking like can of SpaghettiOs across like the 3rd grade like fucking cafeteria. It just hit the ground and exploded.
And 8 or some shit. Someone my mom knew broke into her house and stole pretty much everything.
I remember I used to be a fucking dumbass when it came to computers. I was not smart at all. I used to have this old HP laptop. Okay, so let's say about like I'm gonna say like about 5% of the storage on the thing. 5% of the storage was for like shit that I actually used. The rest of it was for viruses. There was a virus on the virus on the hard drive that was literally 600 gigabytes.
I remember once I was in the bathroom like taking like a piss in school or something like that, and then this kid in the stall just fucking screams like really fucking loud for no reason.
I was in the bathroom once like randomly, and I think like 5th grade. No, probably. I was at the like further 5th grade. And I remember he randomly there was this kid at the urinal, and he starts talking to me. He says like fucking like once like earlier he was in the bathroom, and then like he had his pants down to his fucking waist, and he said that a kid came in and just slapped his ass.
One time I went to my school bathroom. I caught a kid fucking drawing a swastika on the fucking wall. Like, it's like, I'm gonna get out now.
No, I'm talking
I
about
remember one time this kid, he like smeared fucking shit on the ceiling in like 6th grade.
Bro, that was me.
I remember I was in like it may have been either 6th or 7th grade. I can't remember, but I was in the bathroom, and then I open one of the stalls, and I see someone has just taken a mondo shit, like
Mondo.
and like the water has now been like dyed brown. You know what? There might have been a bit of green in there. I can't remember.
Pebbles.
There might have been a bit of green in there, and I see like it is filled with just toilet paper that they just put on top of it to try and hide it. I tried flushing it. I think it might have clogged.
What the fuck?
I think I might have just like went to another stall, pissed, and just left.
Dude, in like 5th grade, I
I'm
tried drawing the Daredevil logo on like the wall of one of the stalls, and I'm like 90% sure I accidentally drew a swastika.
Dude, okay, so I remember once in like 7th grade there was this toilet in like the boys' locker room, and everyone would piss in it, but no one would flush it, and it was like a fucking dirty, disgusting yellow brown.
Dude, when I was in like 3rd grade, I was coming out of a GameStop and I had to fucking piss, so I went into a Jimmy John's. I saw this one sign. It was like how not to piss, and one of them was just like be the furthest away you can from the urinal. So third grade me decided I'm going to do that at school, and I fucking tricked on my piss into the urinal. I was like so far away from the urinal. I actually made it. Like every second I was pissing, by the way. Anybody that walked past the door could see me. There were like 5 people in the restroom, and they were all just staring at me. Nah, bro. I mean, the only thing I said was, "Yo, look at this."
Okay, so I have a similar story. This one kid was fucking standing, and then just like his pants were all the way on the ground, and he was just like pissing on the floor. I'll have him. He was just like fucking standing there, and he was just pissing on the floor.
There's a kid in my PE class who has an Onagao hoodie, and he's fat as hell.
Dude, I would fuck this shit.
Okay. Apparently, it took like a week for the teachers to realize what was on it, and he's been told like either don't bring it to school or wear it inside out, but he just wears it normally all the fucking time.
One girl in my school kept wearing a hentai sweatshirt. Nobody noticed. Like none of the teachers noticed at all. Me and my friends discovered a condom on a playground in our school.
I always found condoms in my elementary school playground. Like literally all the time we found them. It would always be flavored too, so you could just tell.
I'm telling you, that shit was an XL size fucking condom. That was a big ass fucking condom.
Dude,
Shit could have been considered a fucking glove.
I remember every single lunch attention I got in like 6th grade and the 7th grade was from this one fucking teacher, and she would always give us that actual reasons. Like once, I was like, "Fuck, what the hell's happened to the gym?" Okay, but once I was like, I had like a fucking ball of tissues on my desk, and then this kid asked, "Oh, is that a dirty tissue?" I said, "No, it's not." And then she gave me a fucking lunch detention for that.
Larry,
There was this kid in my school.
Anyway,
He was a fucking cunt, and he would accuse me for shit that I never did, and always try to pick fights with me. And I could easily beat his fucking ass. Cause he was this tubby little fucking kid, and I'm 6 foot. He's like fucking 5'4", so I could pick him up and fucking just, fucking Mjolnir him to the goddamn ground.